Good day all. Today's reading will be from the Canon of Ryukyu Kempo, Black Belt Guidebook by Hanshi, Geraldi, my former Ryukyu Kempo teacher. And I want to read an excerpt here of a story he retells of the tea house samurai. It reads, "It was not uncommon for Oyata Sensei during the Vietnam War to celebrate the end of an American student's military tour of duty before going back to the States. The following is a story of one such celebration. One night, he held a tribute for an American soldier in a local tea house. Tea houses are usually off limits to military unless invited. As the evening progressed, with the ambiance of the traditional setting and warm sake, all who attended began to regress into the 16th century samurais. We dined on sushi and fried pork, repeatedly toasted our celebrated guests with sake cups raised high, shouting, 'Kompai, kompai.' Although there was only 8 of us, our voices must have carried through the tea house thin paper walls. Suddenly, from an adjacent room came a loud, husky, samurai-type voice, obviously disturbed by the jovial mood. Without thinking, one member of the party responded in a like manner. After a few minutes of this verbal banter, Oyata Sensei tried to subdue what was turning into a rather unpleasant conversation. He responded several times, patiently, peaceably, only raising his voice occasionally to emphasize a point. The samurai's bravado, no doubt due to sake, and voice increased in volume. Hearing the commotion, the beautiful young hostess came to investigate. She knelt down in the hallway beside the sliding soji screen, which separated our room from the samurai's. At first, she ever so slightly opened our suji screen and peeked in. Then, hearing the samurai's voice in the other room, she quickly closed it and opened the other suji screen. We heard her soft voice, followed by the deep, muffled voice of the samurai. Then, there was a moment of silence. Shortly after, we heard the sound of wooden shoes clacking up the hallway, out of the tea house, and down the street. Apparently, the samurai had learned who he was confronting and who he was contending with. Taika and Albert. In any case, be careful who you confront. You might not know where they're from and where they're coming from.